Welcome back to Last Request Barbecue. It's a Sunday morning. We had a great cook last night for a big meal, so we're gonna chill out and take it easy. And importantly, there's 3 of us here, and my wife, who is not a big egg fan, is running errands and doing a bunch of stuff, so it's our opportunity to make a frittata, because she's not a big egg fan. I am an amazing egg fan. So we're gonna make a delicious frittata. The star of the frittata show is actually this chorizo and chorizo sausage from our friends at Cumbres. Check out this, beautiful chorizo. It is probably, I would say, the best chorizo I've been able to find in the city, in Toronto, so that's where Cumbres works. But the chorizo is the star of the show, but we've also got some amazing red pepper, some hot peppers, fresh from the garden, some red onion, and a few other ingredients to go, including asparagus, which is going to mix in, and let's get started. All right, so let's get started. So the pan is on the barbecue, heating up. We've got it heating on high. Make sure it's nice and warm. Again, the first step is this, the star of the show is our chorizo sausage from Cumbres, which I believe is probably the best available in the Toronto area. So if you're into chorizo sausages, by all means, head to Cumbres. So we're gonna just rough chop this sausage. It doesn't need to be anything particularly fancy. This will all render down quite nicely. And we'll start there. And then we're gonna cook the rest of the ingredients in the sausage chorizo oil. All right, now that's getting a bit hot. We're almost there. You like your frittata a little more chorizo, put 2 in. I'm just gonna put 1 in, give it a nice hint of the chorizo. I'm gonna put a little bit of avocado oil in just to get us started. And that'll also make sure that over the course of time, our frittata will not stick to the pan. So let's see, are we ready yet? Not quite yet. All right, we got some good heat going in this pan with, again, a bit of avocado oil. Let's throw this sausage in. Basically what we're looking to do is render it, let the fat render out a little bit until it gets a bit of a snap. There's lots more cooking to happen, but let's start there. All right, that's rendering up really nicely. Give that another few seconds. And then we're gonna add in, we've got some red pepper, some red onion, and some hot peppers straight from my father-in-law's garden. And I've got a bit of garlic. Now, for those of you who are used to the channel, usually I would be cooking this, but it's Sunday, so I have a sous chef. My daughter Sierra has lovingly cooked this all. Really nice chopped, actually. So let's pile this stuff in here. This recipe's not meant to be too complicated. So let's get in our red pepper, hot pepper, and our chopped garlic. Love it. Mix that around. Look at those colors. And we'll let that cook until soft. Not a complex recipe, but very, very yummy and a great one for the barbecue. So let's push this back a little bit. Again, on the Crown Verity, always hotter towards the back than it is at the front. So let's get that going. Now, while we're doing that, let's prep our eggs while that's cooking up. So we have a dozen eggs from Burnbrae. I love Burnbrae eggs, fresh, and nothing like a good fresh egg. I like to break on the ground. We're gonna open up a dozen eggs. I see Jacques Pepin do this with 1 knock, and I am envious. So I am trying to get both the 1 hand and the 1 tap. He does this kind of double tap. Me, I'm being significantly less successful, but so far pretty good. Not too much shell in here. There we go. Coming in quite nicely. Now to that, we will add a cup and a bit of milk. All right, we have our egg mixture here. We have some milk. Let's add some Cattleman's Trail Dust to this, just to take it up a notch. Some salt, some peppers, some other spices. That's good, not too much. And a little bit of my favorite hot sauce as well. Oop, there we go, a couple of shakes of that. Now the other thing that we're gonna have in here as I take a look, this is cooking, rendering really nice, is some broccoli. Now I was gonna put asparagus in here, but it turned out the asparagus had gone funky. So we're gonna put some broccoli in. Use what you got, and that'll make for a nice, adds that nice green. I put that in a little later, just to mix it in, and also because it wasn't ready yet. It was just being cut up. So we'll let that continue to cook down and soften up. When that broccoli is soft, fresh Ontario broccoli, then that's when we're gonna put that in. All right, let's get our eggs beaten up. Our egg mixture going here. I could probably use a taller, bigger bowl. But hey, it's Sunday morning. We're gonna work with what we got. I'm admittedly, no Jacques Pepin when it comes to mixing eggs, but let's all learn together. All right, that's looking pretty good. Let's move this around, make sure nothing's sticking. Very good. Very nice. Rendering quite nicely. Let's leave that another few minutes. Let that broccoli cook down. All right, that's cooking up nicely. Move that around a little bit. We're almost ready to put our egg mixture in. Now, what goes really well with a delicious frittata? Croissants. Check out this new product from Longo's. Make your own butter croissants. So I'm a little skeptical. It was in the frozen area. How good is it going to be? Oh my God, they're really good. They go into the oven at 350. They bake for about 5-8 minutes. Let them sit. And these croissants are if I did a bakery run. So watch out, bakeries. These butter croissants are amazing. So we're going to have that with our frittata today. All right, our vegetable and chorizo mixture is looking great. Let's give one more quick touch up to this. Thanks again, by the way. This inspiration for this recipe pretty much entirely came from Matt DeVille. He did a video series for the Globe and Mail, and in it was this breakfast frittata. So shout out to Chef Matt DeVille from Toronto. That's the inspiration for this recipe. All right, so our egg mixture is ready, so let's just pour this in. Beautiful. Now, we're going to take this off the direct heat. Keep the barbecue up to 350, but we're going to take this off the direct heat. There we go. And we're going to close our lid, and we'll let that start cooking. All right, we're about 10 minutes into this cook. This is setting out quite nicely at this point, and this is Chef DeMille's advice. Just make sure it's not sticking too much to the side. There we go. See, it's starting to firm up along the sides. Just knock it off a little bit. Pulling off nicely, actually. There we go. And we'll let that cook till it's solid around and solid in the center. Probably about half an hour at, give or take, about 350. All right, our frittata is ready. Check that out. Looks beautiful, nice release from the sides. Now halfway through the cook, I did kind of go in and just make sure it was released. About a half an hour at 350. So let's cut into this frittata. Oh, nice in the center. How big a piece? It's a pretty big piece, but that's all right. It's a breakfast frittata. Now it should lift up. Whoa, look at that, perfect. Check that out. Beautiful. Exactly what we're going for. Nice release. Now what goes with a great breakfast frittata? With some of these delicious croissants we just popped out of the oven from Longo's. So there we are. And we serve.